Welcome to battle number 7 of week number 4 of the FnF Oreburgh Gate Draft League preseason. This battle is going to be pitting Startoad's team, which is Michigan Magnemites, versus Fire Warrior 82's team, which is Draco Warriors. As a reminder, the Z Pokemon available in this battle are Cottonee with Z Attack, with Z Any, Growlithe with Z Attack, and then we have Charmeleon with Z Attack, or Z Any. Z Any, I believe. So, right off the bat, looking at this matchup, it does look like Girder is going to be a very valuable asset to Startoad, paired with Lickitung. That longevity is going to be pretty intense. Drain Punch hits really hard and it is quite bulky. Lickitung providing wishes as well will allow him to, I think, really use Girder to his advantage. Cottonee can be useful in stopping any runaway Pokemon, such as Charmeleon with a Belly Drum, and also Scraggy. But it does look like Scraggy will be useful. It can knock off quite a few things, it just doesn't want to be in versus Girder and Cottonee, depending on if it has Moonblast. So Scraggy could be useful, definitely. I do think that Servine could also be useful. It hits very hard on the special side. It just depends on what coverage it has to deal with Growlithe and Vullaby. If it has Hidden Power Rock, then it could actually break through those as well after amassing some boosts. And yeah, this looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting battle. I think that both of these trainers are fighting for their way into the playoffs, so I think the winner will get into playoffs depending on the differential. So let's see what they got and see how it goes. Okay, so we have Magnemite leading and Speak Ears the Noibat leading. Frisk is going to reveal an Eviolite. Noibat U-turns out of there into Colts the Mudbray, and a Hidden Power is going to hit Colts super effectively. A nice little call out on that switch. Colts still really bulky though with that 1.5 times defense. Cottonee is going to take some damage from that Earthquake 32, but in comes Torch the Charmeleon to take what Cottonee can bring, and it brings Leech Seed, which is going to restore its HP quite a bit. Lickitung is the next one to come in, quite a wall. Flamethrower is barely going to do anything to Lickitung, 17% as it restores some with Leech Seed. I'm guessing Lickitung going to go for a knockoff now. Colin the Scraggy comes in. It's actually Toxic that Lickitung uses, but Shed Skin does allow the Toxic to go away. So Growlithe instead comes in to face Colin, who goes for the Bulk Up, and Scraggy's looking like it's going to be pretty good right now, but Wartortle actually comes in instead. Wave the Wartortle, and a Will-O-Wisp is going to hit. I think Scraggy could have just stayed in because Will-O-Wisp could shrug off. Girder is going to come in to face Wave, and a Toxic is going to Toxic Girder, but if this is a Guts Girder, that could be very detrimental to Fire Warrior, as Speak Ears the Noibat comes in, frisking and finding that Eviolite. Knockoff is going to take Speak Ears out. Score is now 6-5. This Girder could very well be Guts Girder. Smug Leaf is going to come in using Hidden Power, which is super effective. Maybe Hidden Power Flying or Psychic. But Ice Punch is going to take Smug Leaf down to 40%. Girder does not want to stick around though. Ice Punch actually takes out Smug Leaf too. The score is 6-4. And Girder is seeded and Toxic, so it's on its last life right now. Charmeleon comes in, which could outspeed as well, so Lickitung is going to come in instead to face Charmeleon, and Air Cutter is only going to do 12%. Interesting how it learns Air Cutter. So Lickitung comes in, and Scraggy is going to face Lickitung. The Drain Punch doing 44% to Lickitung, as Lickitung goes for the Toxic, but again, this Colin has Shed Skin, so no Toxic there. Cottonee comes in instead to take the assumed Drain Punch. Indeed, it is Drain Punch that is used, and Charmeleon is going to come in to face Cottonee. Dazzling Gleam doesn't do much because of its fire typing, and in comes Lickitung instead. Flamethrower not going to do that much, only 19%, but Lickitung is now burned, which is going to hamper its longevity. Scraggy comes in, and Lickitung goes for the Wish. Will we see a pass to Girder? It's Vullaby who comes in instead, and a Drain Punch is going to hit Vullaby, but not do much, as Vullaby restores HP with that Wish. Mudbray comes in, and a knockoff is going to remove that Eviolite, but it still does get a defensive boost. Cottony comes in to face Mudbray, and the Rock Slide's only going to do about, well, it does 35%, which is actually not bad. Charmeleon comes in, and the Leech Seed is up again. Charmeleon's going to take some damage from that. It looks like Startoad's chipping away slowly but surely at the team. Growlithe comes in to take the Flamethrower. It's not a Flash Fire Growlithe. And the Leech Seed is going to restore its HP, so this might be a justified Growlithe actually, which is interesting. Flamethrower does a little damage to Wave. With the burn, it's going to go down to 70%. And in comes Lickitung, that wall. Toxic fails due to the fact that Lickitung is already burned. The Skull is going to do a little damage, but Lickitung goes for that Wish. We're seeing Lickitung act as a really strong wall. Girder is the next one to come in, and Rapid Spin only does a little bit of damage as Girder restores some HP. It is still toxic though. The big question is it a Guts Girder? This is really dangerous. Scraggy comes in, the knockoff is going to remove Eviolite, but Scraggy can get hit by Drain Punch, which would be pretty fatal. And indeed, it does get hit by Drain Punch, going down as Girder restores almost all its HP. Score is 6-3, and Girder is sitting kind of comfortably at 67%. Torch comes in, and the Air Cutter is going to deal big damage, 32%. Does not flinch though, and the Drain Punch takes down Torch. Girder is now at 22%, and Mudbray comes in. Girder going for the Ice Punch, taking down Mudbray, but I do believe it goes down in the process. Indeed, the toxic damage is going to take down Girder, and it finally goes down. The score is 5-1, and Magnemite comes in to face Wave, the Wartortle, who's already been weakened. The Thunderbolt is enough to take down Wave, and that is the game. It's a 5-0 score for Startoad and the Michigan Magnemites over Fire Warrior and the Draco Warriors. Girder proving to be a very capable offensive Pokemon. I'm still wondering if it had Guts. It could have had Sheer Force or Iron Fist, but maybe it was Iron Fist actually because it used punching moves, but that was a really, really strong Girder. It hit very hard, and the toxic damage took it out eventually, but if it was a Guts Girder, then that definitely benefited it. So really interesting match, and we still have one more match from week 4, the final week coming up, so stay tuned for that. Until then, this is Noel from Mike Coronet. See you then.